This is a hammered dulcimer because you play it with hammers. It's a percussion instrument because it's struck. A piano developed out of this instrument back in the 1600s by putting a hammer on every string and a key on every hammer. But back to prehistoric times, this instrument had spread all over the world because you could build it without tools. Just stretched a bowstring over something, put chunks of wood under it, slide them back and forth to change the length of the string until you had strings that sounded good together. Beat a hollow log to death. They have versions of it from China. To Ireland. The gypsy music. In the Middle East and India. In some places they hold it in their hands like this instead. So I hold it like this. It balances on my finger with my thumb on top. So I can control the speed of the rolls. I am drumming strings. The story of this dulcimer starts over 30 years ago when I first encountered the hammered dulcimer. Here in America, it was traditional as well. People had to build their own instruments. They played what you'd think of as fiddle tunes. Which is, fiddle tunes are cool. There's one problem. There's no words. I wanted to be able to sing. I played piano and guitar and drums. And I heard this instrument and I could see how I could put it all together in this one instrument. They were playing fiddle tunes and I was hearing the Beatles. I said I could rock on this thing. So I did three things. The first thing is I built a traditional hammered dulcimer, but I developed a modern style of playing, a rhythm style of playing, to play chords instead. If I hadn't been able to do that, I would have given up the instrument right then. But I could. Here's a piano that I could play like a drum. And then I developed more and more complicated rhythm styles of playing. So what started out as like any percussionist or playing piano or guitar, I developed different rhythms and styles for all the types of music. Jazz. Like the first person to sit down with a piano and instead of playing Mozart, figure out how to play the blues. Well, I figured out how to play the blues on the hammered dulcimer. Traditional or modern. All sorts of music. There's so many different types of music. I play a wicked samba. so many patterns that you can weave to create a dynamic rhythm that supports the story you're telling, whether you want to drive, whether you want to float, even in the same song, if you want the water is wide and I can't pass, or do you want the water is wide and I can't pass on, for I have not wings, nor can I fly. Give me a boat. Yes, there's so much you can do with the instrument. I love it. I love it. Perhaps that's the most important thing I did, was develop this modern style. So many forms and styles, just like playing guitar or piano. Traditional, modern, rock, blues, bluegrass, country, original, it was all the same to me. It was all about songs, and that's what I learned to do. I'm not a hammer dulcimer player, I'm a singer who plays the hammer dulcimer, just like I'm a singer who plays the guitar, or a singer who plays the piano, or a singer who plays the drums. In the course of this, the other thing I did was extend the range. You can't sing very well with just this high sound. So I took the original hammer dulcimer, which is really this upper part here, about an octave and a half, up to maybe 2 octaves. And I extended it to 5 octaves, down lower than a bass guitar to get the deeper tones you need to sing with. Basically the 5 octaves that I played on the piano as a singer, with all the sharps and flats in all the keys, so I would have no restrictions on what I wanted to play. And instead of just going further up or further down, I went further across and added extra bridges, laced more strings together. Instead of just the normal 2 sets of strings, I have 4 sets of strings laced together. Then the final thing I did is I built the world's first solid body electric hammer dulcimer. It's a solid body, not a hollow body. I built my own machine to wind my own pickups 18 inches long, but they're still just like an electric guitar. If I turn those off, it's gone. And I could rock the house if I wanted. I can barely touch it if I want. Shake the floor, or I can turn it down. This is the culmination of many prototypes. The world's first 5-octave solid body electric hammer dulcimer. So that's what I did. I developed a modern style of playing. I extended the range, and I built the electric solid body.